Brainwashing isn't some Cold War relic or Hollywood fantasy, it's real. And in today's world where every person is glued to a glowing screen, it's more effective than ever. We live in an era of 24/7 influence, where algorithms amplify conformity. In this environment, the ability to manipulate public opinion and crush dissent is more refined than any secret police ever dreamed. Dr. Juice Meerloo, a Dutch psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, understood this well. He described brainwashing as systematic indoctrination, conversion, and self-accusation, a process designed to make individuals conform through mental coercion rather than physical violence. It's a psychological rack that leaves no visible scars, yet destroys identity, will, and reason. Meerloo's analysis is strikingly relevant to our current moment. The COVID hysteria and the ongoing woke revolution in academia, corporate boardrooms, and popular culture aren't isolated phenomena. They're modern incarnations of the same collective psychology that fueled the Spanish Inquisition, the Nazi movement, and the communist revolutions of the 20th century. We may no longer use the dungeon or gulag, but the mental processes remain intact. The terrorized victims finally find themselves compelled to express complete conformity to the tyrant's wishes, wrote Meerloo. This is how mass formation psychosis works. Cancel culture is not just spontaneous outrage, it is a weaponized ritual of control. A real traitor has been punished, people think. The man has confessed. His coerced apology is used as proof of guilt, as propaganda to further the ideological cause, and as a warning to others. Truth and falsehood then blur, confusion spreads, and the dictator or ideological mob quietly builds a system of conformity on the rubble. The process unfolds in three phases. First, the mob attacks. The accused is verbally assaulted, deplatformed, sometimes doxxed or physically threatened. The psychological pressure pushes them to the brink. Then, they are trained to accept their guilt. Accusations are repeated, hammered into their psyche until they internalize the shame. This is mental submission, followed by auto-hypnosis, self-induced belief in their own criminality. Finally, they become an instrument. They repeat the slogans, denounce themselves and others, and serve as a symbol of ideological progress. The mob doesn't view them as victims, but as trophies, proof that the system works. For example, someone cancelled for a harmless joke is pressured into apologizing. That apology is then used as evidence that society is indeed plagued by bigotry. The propaganda ends up writing itself. Many victims believe that if they just explain themselves, the mob will relent. But Meerloo warns, this is a delusion. The only way to defend yourself is to understand what's being done and then outwit it. Because if you comply, you might survive, but you end up losing yourself.